My flipping God. I can't believe what on earth I just witnessed. Ajax are out of the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. Ajax are freaking out of the goddamn Champions League. You have got to be kidding me. Ajax, just when they need to win, they can't freaking win when they need to win, dude. Holy shit. That Valencia Ajax game was absolutely breathtaking, just completely and utterly breathtaking. But I have a word to pick with this Ajax team because it's like, how do you bottle it like that at the first time possible? Ajax, wow, what the hell was that? That performance by Ajax was absolutely sloppy in the first half. Seriously, I don't know what else to say, man, except that Ajax, dude, they're done. They're done. They're gone out of the Champions League. Unfreaking believable. Just when I thought that this would be their year to make up for that fluke loss to Tottenham, they freaking bottled it again. They bottled it again. Man, wow. I'm shocked, dude. I really don't know what to say. I don't know what the hell to say, but congrats to Chelsea and Valencia for advancing to the Champions League. Man, this just goes to show that football is a cruel sport. It is a cruel, cruel sport. And you got to have thick skin to be able to stand stuff like this. Seriously. You have got to have a thick skin. There is no other way to say this. But give credit to Valencia, dude. Holy crap. This was a massive upset when we got to talk about this because this is just no, mate. You cannot be serious. This was a game for Ajax, in my opinion, but at the same time, this just goes to show you that Ajax need Quincy Promes badly. And Quincy Promes is a very, very crucial centerpiece to Ajax's squad. If Ajax had Quincy Promes, then I think they would have won this game just because Quincy Promes recently for Ajax has been incredible, but unfortunately he's out with an injury. And it just goes to show you that not having Quincy Promes was absolutely just devastating for Ajax in this game. It proved it. I don't know what else to say, man, but to all my Ajax fans out there, I feel your pain. You guys have a great team, but it's just Ajax, unfortunately, just came up short. They freaking came up short. There's no other way to say this, man. They just came up short at the worst time. Damn, I'm trying to soak all of this in because this is just unbelievable. Like, I don't know what Ajax fans are going through right now, but I understand their pain. Wow. Damn. I'm spazzing out right now just because, hey, Valencia, dude, I wasn't expecting Valencia to win this game. I was not expecting them to win this game at all. But they just pulled off the biggest upset of the day. Seriously, they pulled off the biggest upset of the the upset of the millennium. This was a major upset win. Just crazy. It's unbelievable. It's unfreaking believable, dude. And one thing I gotta say though is that the refs, I don't know what was up with the refs in this game, but is it me or do the refs kind of hate Ajax? Because just the decisions in this game, I really didn't understand. But right now, it just goes to show that Erik ten Hag's tenure as Ajax manager is probably going to come to a very end. And I think that Erik ten Hag is going to go to Bayern right now, probably like maybe in January. And all I got to say is Bayern, they need to hire Erik ten Hag ASAP. Seriously, Erik ten Hag has all the quality traits. He has to become a manager. But I just think that Ajax in this game, they kind of underperformed as well. But I legit feel bad for Ajax, dude. I legit feel bad for him, man. Like they came all the way up to here just for nothing, just for freaking nothing. And it's shocking, man. It's absolutely freaking shocking that they can pull off a win. Congratulations to Valencia, man. You guys are going through to the finals, to the Champions League. They're going through, and they deserve to go through. Say what you want about Valencia, but their defense today, defensively, they shut down Ajax. That's the only thing I can say is Valencia just had Ajax on lockdown today. They just absolutely had them on lockdown, and that's why they won this game. And it's just going to show you that if you play a very high defensive formation against a team like Ajax, you can stop them. And it looks like that Valencia have figured out a way to stop Ajax. That's the only way I can say this. It all comes down to the tactics in this game because Valencia's tactics were absolutely brilliant today. Their tactics just what it had in stopping this Ajax team. It was very crucial, and you can't blame Valencia, dude. They, in that atmosphere at the Johan Cruyff Arena, they got the job done. Okay, first of all, and instead of bashing on the opponent, you got to give the opponent credit. Give them freaking credit. Say what you want about how they got lucky, but the way that they played the tactics today just proved why they deserve to win this game. I mean, unfortunately, Ajax, the thing about this Ajax team is that they don't show up when it actually matters. I think that's the biggest problem with this Ajax team right now. But, wow, I'm just in absolute shock that a victory would come out like this. And Chelsea won against Lille today, so Chelsea and Valencia are advancing. And who would have ever thought that Valencia was going to freaking advance to the knockouts? Who would have ever thought that was actually going to happen today? So yeah, hey, I don't know what else to say, but Ajax's dream is practically over at this point. They qualify for the Europa League. So Ajax, I think that maybe they can still win the Europa League because they're probably going to use that as motivation to perform even better. So the Europa League might be a great chance for Ajax to redeem themselves for all their failed shortcomings. And I think at this point, the Europa League is the best option for Ajax. Ajax overhyped. Well, I wouldn't say they're overhyped because, I mean, you got to give Ajax credit. I mean, 2 years ago, they were practically Europa League finalists. They gone from being Europa League finalists to almost going to the Champions League final, but they just couldn't get it done when it mattered. And unfortunately, as a team, you got to be able to learn when to get it done, because if you can't get it done, then you're out of luck. That's the best way I can put this. But I know that Ajax fans are probably going to be calling for the sacking of Erik ten Hag because they failed to get a win. They failed to get a win. They just they needed a draw. All they needed was one freaking goal. Just one goal. One goal is all they freaking needed, and they couldn't even do that against a Valencia team. Against a Valencia team. That is just... man. But a Barca, they also won against Inter Milan. Wait, did they win against Inter Milan? Let me see. So I'm doing my live reaction to this game. And Barcelona... Yep, they won against Inter Milan as well. So I'm going to have my post-game reaction up to that as well. But first, I need to talk about this game because I legit feel bad for this Ajax team, man. Because out of all teams that impressed me the most in the Champions League these past 5 years is Ajax, dude. Ajax have been absolutely freaking impressive. They just were absolutely impressive. Like, oh man, I feel bad because like they were performing so well, but because they worked hard. It's like they're not one of those clubs that just spend big money on players and they do good. No, they actually work their way to the top. And that's what I like about this Ajax team is that unlike the other clubs, Real Madrid, Barcelona, including my Bayern team, they spend money in order to get good players. But Ajax, they develop good players. Well, Barca, they also develop good players through their La Masia Academy. But recently, Barca have been spending money, and Ajax, they haven't spent They haven't spent more than $10 million in transfer agency. And for them to be this good just proves to me how developing talent and having a youth academy is very, very crucial, and why teams should rely on youth academies the most, because spending money in transfers isn't always going to equal success. But having a solid developing youth academy is very crucial to a club's success, in my personal opinion. And despite their loss, man, you still got to give Ajax all the credit and love in the world, man. They fought hard. They won my heart, okay? They won everybody's hearts, including mine. Hey, if Ajax didn't win your hearts, then I don't know what to tell you. This is what football is about. Unfortunately, sometimes, and trust me, I dealt with my heartbreaks in football too. Poland losing to Portugal in the Euros, and then Bayern, losing to Real Madrid in the Champions League. Like, trust me, I've been through football heartbreaks, but this was a massive heartbreak. I don't think this was as big of a heartbreak as it was last year when Ajax, lost to when they got knocked out by Tottenham. When Lucas Moura just had the game of his life, he just showed up in the clutch. He just was a miracle performer in that game. That's the best way I can describe Lucas Moura in that game. And I know Ajax fans are probably mad at me that I'm bringing this up, but hey, you guys still have nothing to be ashamed of. However, for Ajax, it is much easier to develop talents they play in the Eredivisie. There are so many opponents that are really weak in the EPL, it's much harder. Well, yeah, that is true. The EPL is a very hard competitive league, and in a way, Ajax do. But I mean, they still have Feyenoord Rotterdam, and they still have PSV Eindhoven. Those are the toughest clubs that Ajax always have to play. And they recently lost their first and ever game in the Eredivisie. I forgot who it was that they lost to against, but it just goes to show you that Ajax don't really also have it easy. But for the most time, they do go against weak opponents in the Eredivisie. But but the transition that they made from the Eredivisie to the Champions League is what impressed me the most about this Ajax thing, because a lot of the other clubs in Europe that play in the other European leagues, they do well in the European in their domestic league, but when it comes to going against the big clubs, they just falter. But Ajax have proved that they can compete against the big clubs as well, and that's what I like the most about this Ajax team, and why they have won so much respect for me, and why I feel bad for him. But who's your football club, Ali? Is Ajax your team, or are you a PSV or a Feyenoord fan? Are you a fan of any of those clubs or no? I'm curious to see if you're a fan of any of those clubs. But yeah. So what else to say about this game? I'm trying to figure out what else to say, because I feel like I've practically covered everything. But this is me streaming my live reaction to the game. I was gonna do a live reaction during the game, but I don't want to get hit with a copyright claim. Oh, you support Feyenoord, so hey, this is a win for you, man. Because aren't Feyenoord and Ajax like big rivals or something? But yeah, I was gonna do a live reaction of me watching the game, but I was not going to show the game because, as you guys know, some YouTubers actually do their live reactions during the game, where they just stream their face cam of them watching the game. They don't show any footage or any of the game sounds like me. Like, I thought about me doing the same thing, just doing a live reaction to the game of me watching the game, not showing the game footage or showing the game sound. But unfortunately, I did that for the Bayern and Dortmund game. In my stream got taken down with a quick copyright claim, because some company decided copyright claim because they thought I was live streaming the game, but I wasn't. I was just live streaming my reaction to the game. And unfortunately, you can't do that anymore, apparently, because, for example, you look at Milo Miriam. She's also another YouTuber that also did the same thing when she would live stream her reactions to the games, and her channel got taken down with a copyright claim. Well, not her channel, sorry, her video got taken down with a copyright claim. I don't know if you know who Milo Miriam is, but I watch her video. She's a big Barcelona fan. She's probably having a fun time right now because her team won against I don't know, because like YouTube's copyright system, like YouTube's automated copyright system, is completely just a kind of flawed in a way, and sometimes YouTube's copyright system can mistakenly taking down your videos for a copyright claim, including companies. They can also do that. But yeah, I kind of just started doing my live reactions after the game ended, so I'm probably not going to do the live reactions of me live streaming of me watching the game, simply because I don't want to deal with another copyright claim, because my live stream got taken down, but I was able to appeal it, and I successfully won the appeal, and I was able to successfully eliminate my strike. But unfortunately, if you appeal it way too many times, then YouTube can terminate your account, because they can say that, oh, you're abusing the appeal thing or whatever, because in the whenever you go appeal something, there's always like a little notification that tells you that too many appeals can leave your account at termination. So yeah, that's why from now on, I'm just going to as soon as the game ends, as soon as a football game ends, I'm just going to live stream a post-game reaction, a live stream of me talking about what I think about the game and all that. And that's going to be the alternative method. Hey, what's going on, Max? How are you doing? I know you're pretty pissed off about the game. I feel your pain, man, but unfortunately, just goes to show you that football is a cruel sport. Yeah, they got screwed. Yeah, man, dude, trust me. As a Bayern fan, I can relate. My team also got screwed in games too. I don't want to get into it, but unfortunately, man, the referee sometimes will just make bad decisions, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. We're just fans at the end of the day, supporting our teams, watching the game. And that's why, and I guess that's what makes us fans at the end of the day, is sticking with the club no matter how bad, how rough times get. So that's just the way how I see it. But I'm going to read the comments on Reddit right now to see what the Ajax fans have to say, because I know that some Ajax fans are definitely probably upset at the refs, including you. All right, so going to the Ajax subreddit, what do they have to say about this? Because this is a bigger shocker to me than the Inter Milan and Barcelona game today. Seriously, this is a way way bigger shocker to me. Seriously, I feel bad for Ajax, mainly because one dream matchup that I always wanted to see was an Ajax-Barca game. That would have been the ultimate dream matchup. Ajax versus Barcelona, mainly because Ajax and Barcelona have kind of like developed that little connection between themselves. What's up, Darkness? How you doing? Welcome to my stream, my boy. How's your day going, man? My day's going well, too. Just got some school-related stuff done. And I'm going to be leaving in like maybe an hour or so I have time to do a little post-game reaction live stream. Yeah, I know. Inter, it's a big heartbreak for them. But Ansu Fati, you got to admit, Ansu Fati, that guy, he is something special for Barcelona. If there is one player that I think can become a successor to Messi once Messi leaves Barca, it's Ansu Fati. Like, I am convinced that Ansu Fati is going to be the successor to Messi, because there will come a day when Messi will leave Barcelona and everybody, including me, is going to feel very sad. But hey, on the other hand, I'm going to feel excited for Ansu Fati. That's what I'm going to feel excited for, because I see great potential in that guy. Now, I'm not going to say he's the next Messi, but I think he's good enough to take over and become the king of Barca one day, just like how Messi right now is the king of Barcelona. And Dusan Tadic was trying, and a Chinese club tried to buy Dusan Tadic, but he's still staying at the club. Big props to him for that. He's rejecting money because he said that money can't buy happiness. That's true. Money can't really buy happiness. We were never going to score, even if we played for another month. We were one step short every time. Nothing worked, and even the decent chance we couldn't score. How many corners did we get? 18, and Ziyech. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I know. Ajax, I think Ajax are going to win the whole Europa League with David Neres and Quincy Promes. Those guys can lead Ajax all the way to the Europa League glory. So if you're an Ajax fan, you don't have to be entirely heartbroken, because you still have a shot at a Europa League trophy. And still, winning the Europa League is still a big achievement, in my personal opinion, because Ajax, they played 2 years ago in the Europa League final against Manchester United, where they lost. But I think that's kind of what's kind of started kickstarting this development of Ajax, developing from a average club to a top-tier Champions League club that can compete with Liverpool, Barca, Real Madrid, hell, even Dortmund, Bayern, Chelsea. But I think that Chelsea game, Ajax blowing that 4-1 lead against Chelsea, was also a big blow to them not qualifying, because had Ajax won that game, then they would have qualified to the Champions League. But unfortunately, it's just that Chelsea collapse. That collapse was absolutely also crucial as to why they didn't qualify. Now, I know it seems like I'm making excuses for Ajax, but you just got to take a look at the fact that that was a wasted 3 points, and tonight also just 1 point, man. But wow. I know what was odd about this game too is that the referee gave Valencia players free kick every time they went down. Yeah, I'm reading the comments on Reddit right now, and yeah, Ajax fans are definitely pissed, and I don't blame them, man. I don't blame, because sometimes whenever a team loses, I always go to that team's subreddit and I read their comments to see what they got to say. Yeah, Ajax did have complete control of this game, but I feel like they could have played a lot better. They should have played a lot better, but hey, unfortunately, just that Quincy Promes absence was a big crucial reason why they didn't win. Now, I know it seems like I'm making excuses, because you look at Liverpool, they made that 4-0 comeback against Barcelona without Salah, but Quincy Promes is just one of those players that they need, because look at Real Madrid. They don't have Ronaldo, and they're not exactly the same club as they used to be in terms of, having a consistent goal scorer, with the exception of Benzema. But yeah. Yeah, this is just really hectic, and I think I'm going to practically end the stream here, because I really have nothing much else to say except that Ajax, feel bad for him, but unfortunately, they just came up short. But now I'm going to be uploading my post-game reaction of the Barca-Inter game, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of other games today. So thank you to everybody that showed up to my stream. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.